I was shown evidence by a cardiac surgical nurse, echocardiograms and electrocardiograms of things of people in heart failure who were using the patches for anywhere from 8, 10 to 12 months, whose ejection fractions went up from 15, 20% to 40, 50, 60%, something I have not seen in my career ever. My name is Rachel Maurice, and I worked as an anesthesiologist in Canada for close to 20 years. A few years ago, I started unlearning and relearning a lot of what I had learned in my traditional medical school education, because the old model works under the premise that our body is like a machine and it is run by our biochemistry and it's about disease management. Now, what I started relearning was about true health and how our body actually works, and that is through biophysics. And it means that light is the real driver of our physiology. And so naturally, when I came across LifeWave, I dove right in because it had to do with light. I was already well versed in light, knowing our body produces light. And that's what these patches use. LifeWave uses the light that we produce and therefore can have the physiologic effects in our body. Now, my mom's health started to decline very quickly. She's got heart failure. My mom, within 2 weeks, went from having to stop every 2 to 3 steps to catch her breath to being able to walk with me for blocks without having to stop. 3 weeks after, she had to have her thyroid medication lowered. She's had a bunch of other things happen since, but other people, a friend of mine who had sciatica for 5 years was gone in 3 hours. One of my neighbors who had trigeminal neuralgia, which is nicknamed the suicide disease, after 9 days of using the patches, that pain was gone. He also went from getting up in the night 6 times to go to the bathroom down to 1 time in the night. This is not a placebo. Children and animals don't experience that. A friend of mine whose 7-year-old had a concussion and was having severe migraines every 5 to 7 days, to the point where he had to go sit in a room for a day and was vomiting. He didn't have a headache after putting these patches on for 6 months. And so children don't have the placebo effect. Animals don't either. So this is not placebo. This is something that I have never seen anything like again in 30 years that I have been in medicine. And the miracles just keep coming in my inbox every day.